Hello everyone, I am Dr. RMD, pediatric resident at PGMR Dr. RML Hospital, New Delhi, and welcome to this last series probably for NEET PG 2025. So here I'll be discussing what exactly to study in the last 1 month. So we'll be covering following content. First thing is mistakes which you should avoid in this 1 month which can cost your rank. Second is in last 1 week of preparation, which is the most important phase, what are the things that you should be doing. Third is what is the importance of topics based on priority, which topics are important and less important for revision. Fourth, we'll be seeing some study hacks to boost your efficiency. Fifth, you'll be seeing about GTs and some questions regarding GTs. Fifth, timetable for the last 1 month. Okay, seventh and eighth will be regarding burnout and motivation for this last 1 month. So directly jumping onto the topics without any nonsense. So first thing is these mistakes are to be avoided at any cost. These are not to be made in this last 1 month. This can severely affect your rank. First thing is not solving all PYQs. I have mentioned this in the first point, and specifically because what I have realized over last 1 to 2 months is that most of you are solving just 2 to 3 years of PYQs. You are not reading full explanation and you are assuming that you have read all PYQs. That is not going to work. PYQs means last 5 years since 2020, both NEET PG and INI CET. Okay, 2020 INI CET November onwards and NEET PG 2020 onwards. These many PYQs must be completed. Before that, if you have time, you can go ahead, but these at least you have to complete or else you are out of the race. Take it from me. Second is not clearing concept for important concept based subjects. Like for example, biochemistry, if your concepts are not good, PSM, you can't solve problems without good concept. Pharmacology in ANS and general pharmacology, you can't solve. So for these subjects, for concept based things, you have to watch videos, or else you may it be revision videos or maybe some segments of your main videos you have to watch, or else you are not going to get good score in these subjects without knowing concept. Memorization based subjects are a different ball game altogether. Then third is assuming that revision source will get you more than 140 correct is entirely wrong, because I get so many comments in my comment section that sir, I'm reading only BTR, I'm reading only rapid revision of this platform, I'm reading only PYQs, will I get above 150 correct, 140 correct? It is not going to happen. Maximum that you can get is up to 120 correct. It won't go above 120 correct. Take it from me. Fourth is new sources or changing platform is not at all advised, except if you get some concise source for revision, that is okay, but other than that, new platform or new sources are not at all advised. Fifth is at this point you should be having one single revision source to revise in this last 1 month. If you don't have that, then you're committing a big mistake. Sixth is mastering already strong subject which is not required. Your focus should be on weak subjects and average subjects right now. Seventh is, which I get sometimes, is giving subject wise test. Is it okay? Giving subject wise test in weak subjects, not at all recommended. Subject wise tests are not at all a tool for assessing or marking your progress. Eighth one is avoiding GT. Shouldn't avoid GT. There are many people who still comment me, still mail me regarding I'm very hesitant to give GT and haven't given any GT. If you're going like that, your first exam will be your GT only. So definitely you won't get good rank. Next, unrealistic daily routine. Like you'll be studying 15 hours per day, 16 hours per day. That is not going to happen. I have given a detailed timetable in this video. So on that you can act actually. That is tailored to an average student. Okay, it's not like for 15 or 16 hours per day. It is average 10 to 11 hours per day. Next, solving random QBank modules. Some of them text me, sir, I'm solving 100 QBank modules, 100 questions of QBank modules randomly, like custom module, and is it a good idea? It is not a good idea at all. Next, not solving custom modules at least 2 sets daily. That's why I repeatedly have been saying custom modules are a good source of spaced revision, and in the timetable that I provided, I have also focused on custom module, how to revise each subject, custom module, which custom module to do when, everything I have told in my timetable, which will be I'll be discussing in the further slides. Next, not bookmarking or wrong bookmarking technique, because whenever you're going to some important questions or when you're going to GT review, there will be some important pearls or important tables that you have to bookmark. If you're not bookmarking it, then it is a grave mistake. Next, not using image bank at all for these subjects, especially anatomy, micro, radio is a crime. You won't get good marks. And also dermat. And last one is very important, don't equate your GT score to your upcoming exam performance, because this has a great psychological impact, which I'll be discussing in the further slide. So these are the things which you should avoid. If you avoid these things, only then you can guarantee a good rank, or else you're going to lose ranks. Your ranks will jump like anything if you don't follow and if you fall prey to these mistakes. So if you ask me which is the most important phase of NEET PG preparation, the preparation that determines your NEET PG rank, the answer is last 1 week. last 1 week and specifically last 2 days, your mindset on last 2 days, especially for important topics, because these important topics, repeated topics, are going to cost you a lot if you don't memorize them in the last 2 days, in the last 1 week. The problem that arose last year when I was making a timetable and I had released a video, the problem was that I had told you what all to study important from each subject, but then students came to me telling that they didn't had a proper list of topics which they should use as a checklist so that they can be confident that these topics are covered or not. So that's why this year I prepared a checklist. Okay, me along with my team, we prepared a checklist so that you don't miss anything which is important. So this checklist contains almost everything that is important and that you will not forget in the last 2 days. Okay, so we had come up with the idea of NEET-PG checklist by my team, that is my team JextaMed. So we had this 88 pages document of PDF which you can access with the link that is provided. Okay, link is in the description. So you can just go, the name of this book is the checklist. Okay, NEET-PG checklist. Okay, so if you have any queries regarding this, you can contact to my technical support team at this email ID. Okay, so any issues with this, you can contact there. Okay, so you can purchase this checklist and you can print it also, so that in last 2 days you have something to cling upon to. You can also add important topics from your revision notes or revision source to this, so that in last 2 days you won't be missing any topics, especially topics like PSM, topics like pharmacology. Okay, because I have got many queries that pharmacology is very difficult to remember. So those topics and all you can add here then and there, so that in last 2 days you have something to be confident about. Okay, so one of the most important query I have got in this last 1 month is NEET GT scores are not improving. Okay, so for this I had also discussed in my previous video the NEET PG pyramid. So first is the beginners phase, then climbers phase, then champions phase and conqueror phase. Most of you right now will be in this climbers phase, and in this climbers phase it is not that you will only reach here if you have done this correctly. You have to solve all this last 5 years PYQs and PYTs, their explanation also. You have to go through one revision source. It can be either rapid revision or it can be BTR, and along with this you need to do GTs. If you do all these 3 things, then only you will be going above 120. Okay, now if you are in the range of 120 to 120, what extra, mark my words, what extra you should do so that you can get to this phase, and that is important pearls, treasures or tables. This is one thing, because pearls, treasures and tables are the easiest information. It is a shortcut to jump ranks in a short duration of time. And second thing is repeatedly asked MCQ modules. In any app there will be so many QBank modules, but not everything is important. If you grade the priority of topics on the basis of priority, how many questions were asked from each topics, you can actually make a list of important topics from the QBank, which modules you need to solve. Okay, using these 2 tools you can actually jump from this to this champions list. Okay, that is where you are almost safe. If you are getting above 150, then definitely you will get a seat somewhere in this NEET-PG. Okay, so for that I got a query like how to know which is important QBank modules and how to know which are important pearls or important last minute revision tables and important like tables, basically the tables. Okay, like you have in first aid, similarly you want in your separate your respective coaching platform. So I came up with an idea. I made a PDF of all important topics, that is all important QBank modules and all important tables. Okay, this PDF named as NEET-PG important QBank modules and important tables, you will find in the link that is given in the description in the comment section. Go to the YouTube comment section or in the YouTube description. Also you will find the details in my Telegram channel, that is Dr. RMD NEET-PG bar INI-CT guidance Telegram channel. So here this PDF has all important QBank modules which you need to solve if you want to get above 150 GT scores. Okay, so above that you can you should solve these important QBank modules. Not all, like suppose you have some 40 QBank modules in a subject, then you need to go only through 10 or 15 most important ones. And which are those most important ones I have listed in this. Okay, so also you will be having access list of important tables, especially those revision tables. For example, what are the side effects of antipsychotics, and a very important table. Different types of DNA polymerase enzymes, very important table. So such things I have made a list. Also it contains list of important things which you are going to forget also. Okay, so that you can respectively bookmark in your respective coaching app platform. So these are basically the things you need to do in this 1 month so that you can guarantee maximum output in the next 1 month. Okay, so this PDF link is provided below. Okay, it is in super profile page. Okay, super profile link is there. The link is there in the comment section also, and it is there in the YouTube description also, and I'll be sharing the link of this PDF in the Telegram channel also. So When you're preparing, now in this next revision phase, when you're preparing, the first thing that you need to take care is you can't give equal importance to all subjects, and that is because it will take you so much time to read everything. So now you have to make a list of important topics first, so that you can give more importance, and then you can give less importance to some less important topics. So what is a priority list? It goes like this. For example, in biochemistry, always start with this topic, then you go to this topic. So this is how you go with the priority list. Same holds true for all subjects. Take a screenshot of this these specific slides. Okay, this is the priority list. For example, when you're coming to, let's say, OBG, start your topic with STA, contraception, infertility, because from there maximum number of questions are asked and you can complete this topic in a less amount of time. Similarly, medical and surgical complication, obstetric complication, tumors, these 5 topics itself will cover almost 80 to 85% of OBG. So even if you miss these 3 topics also, it's still fine, but you're not missing any important topics. Okay, so take a screenshot of this, because when you're revising, maybe you have 1 day or 1.5 day maximum. In that time, when you're revising a whole subject, you should go in this order, so that you can ensure you have maximum covering of subjects. Okay, you have covered maximum of the subjects. So this is the priority list for rest of the subject, and this is the priority list for last 4 subjects. Okay, so take a screenshot of this. Now this is also forensic and psychiatry, what extra you need to do. Okay, so for medicine, I had made a separate video also. If you have not watched that video, it's fine. This is the list of topics that you must study, and these are the topics you can study from important pearls. And which are these important pearls? It is given in the PDF that I have shared. The link is in the comment section. Okay, here you have to solve important Q bank for this. Got my point? Now you are realizing what is the importance of this important pearls and important Q banks, because when you don't have time to go through the entire notes, you can just glance through the PDF and you can go through important pearls or important Q bank modules, so that you can ensure maximum benefit in this limited period of 1 month. Got my point? Okay. Next, how to revise notes. I have told this before also. Don't go through entire notes now. It is not the right time. This is one notes of pediatrics from Marrow. Okay, I think this is revision notes. So for example, whatever things are mentioned in different colors, okay, like red colors or green color, only those are the things you need to go through. You don't have to go through A to Z. It is not at all required, because you have limited time. And whatever you mark here, that is important, and what you have not marked, you can actually skip it. Now, how to ensure that you have finished syllabus on time? There is one thing that is known as interval timing. Okay, and for this interval timing, for example, you are going through pediatrics, and in pediatrics, suppose let's say neonatology is 30 pages. It is not in revision source. It will be like less than 10 pages only. So suppose you have 30 pages of any topic and you have 3 hours to complete, then effectively you have 150 minutes. Okay, then that means each page you have 5 minutes. So you'll set a reminder in this app. Okay, like for example, 10 sets of 5 minutes each. This is basically for people who are training in gym and all, because they have to set reps. Okay, for that it was used initially, but I have used modified this for exam purpose. So at end of every 5 minutes, you have to turn your page, so that this will maintain your consistency. This has 2 benefits. One is you will be finishing topic on time, and second is it will give you a psychological boost. It will boost your confidence that yes, I have finished this topic. And it will also not allow you to get distracted, because if you randomly think I have to finish neonatology in 3 hours, you can't finish. You will be distracted some way or the other. But here, every 5 minutes you have to flip the pages, so that definitely you will be on track. Second is how to avoid mobile distraction. It is easy. You can use this app called Detox Lock, which automatically locks your mobile for whatever timer you have set. Okay, it has also pre-timer also. Like suppose you are going to start at 9 o'clock, and you can set your alarm at 8:45 only. Or else what will happen is sometimes you will be going till 9 o'clock, and then you will reach 9:05, and then you will be like, okay, I have lost this hour. Then you will start at 10 o'clock. So 1 hour is wasted. So this app will allow you that also, pre-planning also. So next important point is, what if there is some concept which you don't have time to read, okay, but you need to understand it very quickly. You can't watch videos and that. For that you use ChatGPT. ChatGPT is the best source. Take a photo of your notes or something and just upload in ChatGPT and tell that I want to get a comprehensive review of this. Okay, how to give prompt I have discussed in this video. Don't waste much time. You can directly ask ChatGPT, and it will also frame your questions and give based on that topic. Next, how to use pearls, very important, because I have focused much on pearls or any important tables from any other app, okay, coaching app. That is because most of the important contents are summarized in a specific table. For example, if you look here, symptoms of schizophrenia, which is a very important question in psychiatry. What are positive and negative symptoms? From this, many questions are asked. So in this only, again, they have given they have made it in bold letters. For example, common in acute schizophrenia is positive. typical and atypical response is there in positive. Negative symptom, these are the negative symptoms, and they respond better to atypical. So many questions can be answered from one single pearl. Now how to know which is important? You can see that I have bookmarked this as star bookmark. Okay, that means that these are the ones which are have a higher probability. These are the high yielding pearls. Okay, so these exactly which are the ones high yielding pearls and high yielding tables across all platforms. Okay, it is not just specific to Marrow, across all platforms. That if you bookmark, then it will be easy for you in before giving GT and before NEET PG also, because in that last 2 days you can just go through important bookmark pearls. Okay, next. Important question that I get asked is GT scores are not improving. So first thing is, does it matter? In this last 1 month, does the GT scores matter? No, because many GTs lie. I can give you many examples where GTs actually didn't determine final NEET PG rank. Okay, so GTs are just a testing tool. You can assess it. GTs are like you. That means you have time. You still can improve, and you can improve your marks in your final exam. But what most people do is they'll be thinking only about GT score. When I talk to people from YouTube mentorship community, those who have joined my mentorship sessions, you sometimes talk to people who are in need in help. Okay, so when I counsel them, I realize that most of them are fixated on their GT score. They are like, okay, my GT score is not improving. It is 110 only. What to do? Still 1 month is left. I think I can't do it. Then they'll call me. And the one question that I ask is, did you assess what went wrong in GT and did you try to modify it? Their answer will be no. And they will be repeatedly thinking only about GT score. Even during giving GT also, they will be thinking about GT score. So you need to change this mindset. Your mindset is not that. Your mindset is, GT is a tool which will help me progress in exams. So if I get 110 now, my thought should be what extra I can do so that my GT scores will improve in the next term, GT, or what extra I can do so that in main exam I don't face the same issue. That should be your mindset. Okay. Second, when does GT score improve? This is a beautiful graph I had got. GT is a complex curve. Okay, most of you are in this phase now because so far your GT were plateauing and right now you are in this phase. To get to this maximum, this will only happen during NEET PG exam. Just a few days before NEET PG, you will reach at this phase. But what will happen is, you will be giving your GT or mock GT somewhere around here, and you will be assuming that okay, this is only 130 correct. So you will be thinking okay, I'll get only 130 in exam. But if you revise properly and if you hold your subjects revise properly and if you are consistent on track, then what will happen is you will actually progress from 130 to 140 or 150. But what will happen is this psychological barrier that you have created in your mind that will tell you that you are only stagnant at 130, you won't go above. So what will happen is those who are those who fall in this trap, they will not progress. Their actual NEET PG rank will only be around 130 or it may even decrease because you are stuck in that psychological trap. So what you need to do is you should just ask one question to yourself: what extra can I do? What different I can do? For this, one thing that you can do is see this NEET PG pyramid, because in this I had exactly told you what extra you need to do. For example, if you have reached 120, if you are in between this phase, what extra you need to do is you have to go through important pearls, treasures and important tables, and you have to do repeated ask MCQ module. That is because this will give you extra information, because so far you have been mugging up your rapid revision, so far you are mugging up your BTR, so far you have been doing PYQ. If something doesn't work or it has reached saturation, like all this content also has saturation, if you want to go above it, you have to do something extra, and this something extra is exactly these extra MCQ modules and important pearls, because these are a form of short-term high yield output sources. Okay, and to make things facilitating for students, that's why I introduced this new PDF, for which the link is below: important QBank modules and important tables. This table and this PDF has all important topics which will help you to go from this phase to this phase. Got my point? So that is what you need to understand regarding GTs. And don't give GTs if you are very anxious, because what will happen is I have seen some people who get very anxious with every GT, and after giving GT they'll be like totally lost off track. So if you're that kind of person, then I suggest you don't give GT, because it will still further make your confidence to go down, your self-esteem will decrease further, and which will affect your revision preparation. Okay, so that's why only this exception is for those people who are very anxious regarding GTs. You shouldn't give, otherwise everyone should give GTs, as I had told in my timetable. So in my previous schedule, okay, I had told timetable from June 14th till July 12th. In this 1 month, what all you should study. I'm sure by the time this video is released, you will be somewhere around here. Okay, June 30, you will be somewhere doing this subject, and by July 11th, you will be completing this revision for, that is first phase, and then you will be going to revision second phase. Okay, now What to do in revision second phase and revision third phase? Let's see. So from July 12th till July 26th, that is for 14 days, okay, that is till July 15th, okay, that is for 14 days you will be doing second phase of revision. Okay, in this second phase your main target is to revise already revised subjects so that you don't forget, and to try to do something extra so that you are better than your self in the last 1 month. Okay, that extra thing is those important MCQ modules and those important pearls, the PDF which I have given link in the comment section. Now from this July 25th your second phase ends, okay, total of 14 days, and then on July 26th you will be giving one GT, and this will be a final GT. After that you won't be giving any GT. From July 27th till August 1st, that is total 6 days, will be your third phase of revision, that is the final phase of revision. And on August 2 and morning of August 3 you will be doing simple thing, that is NEET PG checklist. Now what is NEET PG checklist? If you go to my first 5 minutes of the video, I had already told you what NEET PG checklist is. It is a PDF that contains all important information to be revised in the last 2 days, that is mainly last 48 hours. So from this night of August 1st to August 3rd, you will be revising NEET PG checklist, because it has almost everything which you can cover in for 24 to 48 hours, so that you don't miss anything important and you don't create any blunders. So what is the revision phase and extra detailed timetable? I have made a detailed timetable because last time when I released this schedule, I got lot of negative comments in the comment section like, sir, why are you not giving proper revision timetable? You have not divided into slots, so we don't know how to how to dedicate time and all. Okay, so this time I have made a detailed timetable. Okay, so for example, take a screenshot of this. Okay, so you are dividing days into 6 slots. Okay, see, there are important concepts. I think before I make my timetable, I use my experience, I use logic before creating any timetable. Okay, so if you see this, you will note that in this there is 70-30 division. Okay, 70% time you will be given to revision source and 30% you will be giving to MCQs. Okay, so these subjects are divided according to priority. So major subjects, 8 subjects are getting 1 day each, intermediate subjects are getting 3/4 of the day, and less important minor subjects are getting half day each. Okay, so in this 1 day, like for example, let's say patho, which are starting on 12th of July, in this every 2 hours, 2.5 hours of each day, 2 hours 15 minutes are dedicated to custom modules. And you will note that this custom module schedule is opposite, is going in the reverse direction of your revision timetable, which means if you start with patho today, your custom module solving of patho will be somewhere in the second half of this revision. So what will the importance of this is, once you are doing patho revision on 12th, your custom module of patho will come around 20th July. So that means whatever you studied today, you can get the chance to revise in your custom module on 20th July. So this is like a spaced revision. So I have used my brains for that. Okay. Second thing is, in every slot you will note that afternoon time, in which you will be very sleepy and all, okay, that time you will be giving importance to this MCQ, and at night time you will be giving importance to these pearls and images, because that doesn't require more concentration. Okay, so all this, keeping all this in mind, I have devised this timetable. So follow this to the core, definitely your revision preparation will go best. So take screenshot of this also. This is from 15 July to 17 July. Okay, and then this is from 18th July to 20th July. Okay, and this is from 21st July to 23rd July. So here we have come to less important topics. You saw that, you might have seen that initially we had started with very important topics, and now we have come to less important topics. But on 24th July last is your pharmac. Now you will ask me, why did I keep pharmac to the last? Because it is such an important subject. That is because of simple reason. Pharmacology is the most difficult subject to memorize. Okay, that's why I have kept it at last. Okay, so pharmacology you will be revising on 24th. Okay, and what you will be doing on 25th is, on 25th you will be giving a GT, and this is the GT mock, NEET mock, which you will be giving. Okay, and before this you will be revising all the pearls which are bookmarked through your custom modules or your PYQ. So you will be revising all of them if possible, how much ever is possible you will revise. Okay, and then you will be doing GT review, and this phase will be your final. Okay, this is not till 27th, this is till 0108. Okay, so this is your final revision phase. Got my point? For this I'll release a separate video. So there are many people who contact me. What I feel is, most of the times it is not about your preparation. You are preparing well only. The problem lies in psychological support. What I realized is, having someone to talk to, or having someone to ensure that yes, you are doing this right or you are doing this wrong. And these psychological issues which arise from from various factors, I have detailedly discussed in this video. Okay, this video I had released 8 months back, and 7 reasons why aspirants fail. And in this I had discussed about dropper cycle. Okay, so if you are in this, I had also given solutions how to overcome it. So if you are someone who faces so much mental health problems, and you are like so much depressed and you don't know what to do, what mistakes you're doing, because most of the times when your mental status is not up to the mark, then you won't be realizing subtle mistakes, silly mistakes that you do. Okay, you will just oversee it and you will be depressed all the time. So how to come out of this, I have discussed in this video. So I have detailedly discussed. Okay, so you can go back to this video and you can go through this solutions that I have provided. Next, what things that you can do extra so that something like some basic study routine changes and all. Okay, one is like you can tell to yourself, you can try to motivate yourself. How to motivate yourself? Say for example, let's say that pharmacology isn't one of my strength. Instead of telling that pharmacology I'm weak in pharmacology, you can just say that pharmacology is weak so far, I still have 1 month of time to improve upon it. So start telling like that. Second, like if you suppose you are giving GT and you're like, I tried my best, it was everything, still I got only 130 correct. So instead of that, you can tell that in this GT I had tried my best and I still have 1 month, so that I know now what exactly wrong I have done. I have reviewed my GT and now I can do better in my NEET PG exam. Okay, so also how to go ahead with this study routine, I have told you detailed. I had created study block, everything I have created. Okay, just use Pomodoro technique, and I think Pomodoro technique is also covered in my study schedule. Next, this is important, like I have already told you how to break down topics. Okay, like for example, let's say this is pharmacology. Okay, and in this you need to divide topics into each sections, and I had given you priority list also at the beginning of the video. So let's say this is general pharmacology, and which is very important. So now you break down general pharmacology. Let's say there are 20 pages of general pharmacology, and let's say you have like 1 hour to study those. Okay, and in this 1 hour, that means there are 60 minutes. Okay, so 1 hour 60 minutes means it is total 20 divided by 60, you will almost get 1/3, that is almost okay, let's say this is 18 pages. Okay, so 18 out of 60 is 3/10, so you will get almost 0.3 minutes. Okay, that is almost around 1 minute for we are doing it wrong. Okay, 60 divided by 20, you are getting almost 3 minutes per page. Okay, so if you're giving 3 minutes per page, that means in every 3 pages set interval timer and then change your page. Okay, this will ensure that you complete topics on time. Okay, also it will help you to prioritize topic based on important ones and less important. Priority list I have given already, check that. Second is some important things that you need to do. For example, take few minutes off every hour, use Pomodoro technique. Okay, second is few hours off. In my timetable which I had given, you had few hours off. In that time you have to move around, you have to see nature, you have to do meditation little bit. Okay, start breathing calmly, try to relax. Okay, have food, don't stop food. Okay, and then once in a week you try to, like every day you need to talk to your parents, you need to talk to your family members, take care of your health, try to recharge yourself. Okay, go for a walk for around 30 minutes. Okay, so all these are energy boosters. So I would like to conclude with this one of my favorite stories, okay, one of my things which motivated me also. See, there were 3 frogs, okay, and they had a competition to reach the top, and they were climbing hill, okay, and they wanted to reach the top of the hill. So it was very steep hill, so everyone thought that it is not possible. So there were 2 more frogs below this frog, okay, and there were 3 frogs, and only one of them was climbing continuously, other 2 fell down. Okay, and other frogs who were gathered below, they were screaming that it is impossible, you can't reach above. But this frog anyhow didn't hear to those, it didn't turn back also, it just went ahead and it reached the top. So then these frogs came up and then they asked like, how was it possible, like how is it possible? Then they realized that this frog is actually deaf. So it was deaf and it was not able to hear whatever they were saying. It was not able to hear that it is impossible. So it didn't know that it was impossible. It just went ahead. It went blankly. Okay. So in your face also there will be much time, many such instances where after seeing GTs you'll be like, okay, I got only 120 correct. So this is not my cup of tea. It is impossible. I can't do. So then you are like the other frogs who have fallen down. Okay, but if you give aside this negative thoughts, like okay, you are thinking like, okay, this is my third attempt, what to do if this attempt also I'm not getting, what will I do in future? So if you keep those negative thoughts ahead and then just focus for this last 1 month at least, start focusing, just blindly focus, then I'll bet you that you will be in a better position than you are currently. So this is the motivation for the day. I hope this will be the last video. No, there will be one more video on last 1 week of preparation, definitely. If you still have problems, if you're not able to sort out problems, you can join live mentorship sessions. Okay, link is in the comment section and YouTube description, where I hold weekly Q and A sessions. Okay, basically it is like you ask me questions and I answer your queries. Okay, so you can join that also, only if it is needed. Okay, or else you can just go ahead with whatever motivation that I've given. So all the best, prepare well. This is the most important phase. Don't get distracted. All the best. Thank you.